welcome back. This is Shadow Drake. Alright, so I did some moving around stuff. Let's get started. Okay, so a storm just happened, so that means that now I should be able to prep my rover so that I can go on ahead and create the regions. To recap, I did all the exploration, and I think I am going to get the silver, nickel, lead, and cobalt up here. It's this light blue and the darker blue, if I remember right. Yep, dark blue and the light blue. Yep, silver, nickel, lead, cobalt, then the gold. My power station is also going to fund the another coal and the iron, silicon, copper. Now, I haven't quite really decided exactly how many to go for as far as that outpost is concerned, but I don't think I'm gonna do too much because like I said, the main point of this playthrough was to kind of try to push my power systems to a limit, and I do need some passive generation. Shadow Cluck is still alive, running low on resources. Whatever. Are these have not seeded yet? I guess that'll happen in due time, and Shadow Cluck can have some. Anyways, and I'm actually at the point where I am I kind of want to get more towards the trading side of things. Like I think this playthrough I want to be more of a trader. Let's see, large batteries. I'm gonna need 2 more of these. And I think I'm gonna need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 tracking beacons. So I'm gonna make another 3 of these. Because I want to have these out at the outposts. Quite honestly, I just want to get stuff squared away. Alright, so we got batteries charging. And of course, I want to leave one inside the rover itself so that I know where to find it in case I do something stupid. So those are going to charge. While they're charging, we're gonna get stuff squared away. So yeah. So this will be the basics beacon. I'll put the XYZ on there. This is going to be the gold beacon. And this is going to be the specials. One sec. Alright, so what I am actually thinking is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions. So I think I only really want to try to put only 5 deep miners. I know that's not a lot of passive resource generation, but coming from the beta, like one thing that I've noticed that the beta has mentioned is that we are going to have combustion deep miners. And I think that's actually I think that's actually pretty cool, having the combustion deep miners. Now, I've checked out on the beta, as at least preliminary. It seems like they're going to be they're definitely going to be better than the normal deep miners, and so I kind of just want to put one at different. Oh, that's actually going to drain. So let's get you here. Plastic sheets, transmitter. I won't need that right now, and I won't need anything else like that. Okay. So I kind of want to just scope it out, place them down, and just get things prepared for the inevitable where I have to put things down and get things going and working. So I don't think I'll need that. So a storm just recently happened, so I don't have to worry about storms for a while. But I think I really do want to make this more of a little bit more of a trader heavy playthrough. But because the only reason for that is the trading is the only thing that really is like a significant amount of power. And I want to get to the point where I can just land any trader that I want or know exactly where they are to call them down and all that stuff, and just see how far I can stress test my whole power system. And clearly I can stress it a pretty decent amount, but you know, eventually that I need to have more fuel. I need to actually make fuel for the GFG. I need to do that stuff. Ooh, look, I can sell them a cake. And I want to be able to sell some, just passively generate resources. And you know what? Might actually buy that steel. Just so that I don't have to spend as much time, you know, making stuff. One more. And then I am going to put the steel I just got in here because I spent most of it already. Alright, let's get the cake. I don't want to go yet until I can get the wheat harvested and some given to Sir Cluck. That's not. That was the other one. And as it is right now, I'm also at that point where how do I get water in here? Doesn't make sense. I'm low on nitrogen, getting low on CO2, but I don't have anything processing. I don't even have an atmospheric system or anything like that. So I kind of just want to get the deep miner outpost kind of going, leave them running, and then just, go do better. Get the atmospheric set up because that's the only thing that isn't set up. Like I don't have renewable volatiles. I don't have renewable anything. I mean, technically I have renewable O2, so I could make fuels, but it's this nothing is really set up. Nothing is set up to be able to handle that. I don't have a mixing station. I don't have anything like quite literally. And that's kind of like the good part of the the cold worlds, that you don't have to worry too much about that. Just I'm running mostly off of the fact that I know how to make fuel mixes and stuff on the portable tank with just ices and not really using power. And I've gotten pretty far. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any of that. I'm gonna need some eggs. Do I want to buy eggs for 50 space? Oh, you're the convenience store. Ugh. You have anything worthwhile? Get out of here. I'm not selling you anything or buying anything from you. Alright, so the battery should be charged soon. See, I'm already at red on that, so I'm actually spending my resources. And like my power system isn't really, I mean that's 3.6. I had to refill that recently. And that is going off at 24 kPa. But it's like, how do I truly know how well my system's gonna handle things when I don't have GFG that's being cooled or renewable anything, or a composter doing stuff, H2 combustor, and maybe like a water Stirling trying to cool down water to be drinkable and stuff. Like how am I gonna do, like how is that gonna work when I don't have anything like that? And that's kind of like the tough part, like when I make fuel, I think I'm gonna have an H2 combustor. I'm gonna have it go off to like a Stirling, have it cool down like batches of water, maybe cool it down to a certain point, and then push it out to the push, filter out the steam and filter some stuff out, you know, all that stuff. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're almost ready to go. I will refresh myself before going. But I want to get all of this stuff. I want to get the beacons squared away because I need those beacons so that I can actually You need to be right there. That needs to go back over there. Okay, so we're ready to go. We are ready to go find that stuff. Well, I say that, but I think... Oh yeah, I need to refresh myself quickly. I don't have my... Do I have my... No, I don't. I need the mapping motherboard. Alright, let's refresh myself. Let's go. Oh, I also gotta check on the wheat for the chicken. Don't want it to die. I guess I'll have to do that when I get back. Like, that's something that I need to work on for. It might survive. Alright, quick refresh and then let's go. Alright, let's go. Alright, so the goal is to get this set up. I might actually link up the deep miner outposts later. What I'm thinking of doing is I think I'm going to set up these deep miners, have a combustion centrifuge probably to handle them. I don't really want electric centrifuges because I'm prepping for the update, to be honest. Oh, I forgot the mapping motherboard. I need that. I forgot there's another entrance. Sources are good. Okay. Going ahead and cycle this out that way. Yeah, the pressure in there is starting to go down. I think I'm actually breathing out a lot of the volatiles. But, I mean, that's to be expected. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to be basically heading that way. That is the positive X. That I need. Yeah, okay. Forgot to put this back. Well, good news is that can charge. Now. There we go. That beacon is so that I can find my rover again, in case I walked off too far. And yep. So let's see here. I need to, so I'm probably somewhere over here. I need to basically travel up a, yeah, kind of will go up a mountain and then down to some plains, and then I'll be able to find the region. Okay, that's simple. Yeah, that's definitely simple considering that that's that mountain region. So what I'm wanting to do with this is I want to have the different combustion centrifuges process the ores over there, so that all I go out is to get the different ores that I need. What I haven't quite decided yet is how I'm going to do the storage system, and I don't think I'm going to spend too much time on that here. I might actually do a lot of that offline. Like at most, you're just going to see me place it down so that you have a general idea of what I'm doing and where. But I don't think that I'm going to go too crazy with that. Okay, so as far as regions go, this little mountain region should be the orange, which is nickel. If I keep going further out, I'm gonna hit coal. So I'm gonna hit the coal somewhere around here. It's gonna be more in the flatland. So I think it's gonna be the flatland here. I think that mountain base over there in the horizon is a completely different region. And then some, like between that and there should be the silicon. the stuff I want. So yeah, I'm in the coal. This is why I wanted to do this at daytime. So now I need to go out this way. So I need to find the the iron, silicon, and copper, and I do believe it's somewhere in between this here. Man, I gotta travel a bit further than I expected. And I just want to get the deep miners placed, and that's why I brought them. There we go, iron, copper, silicon. Alright, so now I just need to go straight south at 0 until I hit that coal region again. Quite honestly, I don't think I need to go too far, so maybe actually, maybe I need to find the spot where this becomes nickel up there and try to place it close to the nickel. It's not like I need the nickel. Well, I mean, with the first plate, with the beginning, it felt like I needed the nickel, but I don't want to go too far. That way I can have better spacing out with the whatchamacallit. There we go. So this is a good spot. So the border is right around here. So let's find out where it becomes nickel. It's going to become nickel somewhere around here. The reason I want to find that nickel border is because, I'm trying to go from here all the way to... Oh, wow. This is actually pretty sweet right here. Yeah, you see, I went out way too far. There we go. Here's the nickel. Alright. And then here is... Cool. Alright, so... Okay. You know what I forgot, guys? I completely forgot about the, I need lockers. I forgot to print out the lockers. That's kind of a problem. Wow, I travel a distance. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna leave the tracking beacon inside that stuff. I'm gonna go grab the 3 lockers so that I can come and bring it back. Because what I want the beacon to serve is, a marker of where my region is, but also I need to find out so that I can actually properly space out the power transmitters. Because, my power plant is gonna bring the power down to here. And I need to know roughly the distances so I can plan how many pylons I need. Now the goal is I'm only going to try to I'm going to step between 200 meters, but I want to do it in a decent orientation where it won't take a lot of them. And like I said, the storm just happened, so I don't have to worry about storms. I can't believe I forgot the lockers. I knew I forgot something. Alright, so which one is... This is the basics beacon. There we go. Now, if I look at the tracker here, so that's basics beacon, coal power plant, 650 meters. I can do 2 300s or 3 200s. So maybe 250, 250, and then I think that'll work. 2 250s. All right, let's go get lockers because I completely forgot them, and then I gotta place the deep miners. Then I gotta figure out how to work with that. Because I'll eventually have the I'll eventually have the beacons coming in here. I mean, my goal is exclusively to charge remote station battery via power transmitters and then use that to power my deep miners, which will then power some centrifuges. But I want to have the centrifuges in such a place that I can just, you know, wheel by with like a portable tank on my rover, replace the portable tank or place it somewhere, pump it out, and then just have it as storage for you know, the combustion centrifuge. But then the thing about it is I need to make my combustion centrifuge in such a way that will account for the combustion deep miners. And as far as the math that I've done for that is, it seems like it's gonna basically be 1-to-1. A combustion deep miner with volatile oxygen fuel is going to spin up at roughly the same rate as one that requires, you know, a combustion centrifuge running off of that same fuel, which is not a problem. That actually kind of works out really well if you really think about it, because it makes it 1-to-1. Like, one of the things that I found out with the electric deep miners is that they run at 200 RPM. You know, the devs have exposed that, which, you know, electric centrifuges run at 100 RPM. Who knows? Maybe they'll get buffed to run at 200 RPM, but I'm not too hopeful on that, to be honest. So let's go to the basics beacon, which is at 230. Okay. So if the electric centrifuges get a buff, that'll be pretty big. Not gonna lie, that actually would be pretty big. Because it really would be nice to have very similar outputs, you know, like rather than just have knowing that a deep miner is 200 RPM, therefore you need 2 electric centrifuges to keep up with 1. That's kind of a weird number to work with. But having a, you know, having the combustion deep miner work with a, alright, where's that beacon? Okay. Another 100 meters this way. Having it work with the, you know, having them be 1-to-1 would be great. And so that's kind of the goal. The eventual goal would be for me to just use the combustion deep miners. And I'll be honest that using the combustion deep miners, I feel like that will be the, oh, I missed it. There it is. All right. I feel like the combustion deep miners are now probably going to be the dev required okay. So this is for sure iron, copper, silicon. This is for sure coal. Okay. Okay. This is where it changes. Okay, so I'm gonna put you right here. Make sure that this is, uh-oh, that's not gonna work. My rover's in the way. Now, what I intend for this to be, it needs a wrench. I intend for this spot to be where the combustion centrifuge would be at. So let's make sure this becomes coal. You know what? I am going to move it back one more. There we go. That way it's firmly in the coal. That's firmly in the iron, copper, silicon. Now I'm going to put a locker. Short locker. Right here. And I am going to rename you So this is 692 negative 11. 692 negative 11. That way I know where to find it once this battery inevitably runs out. All right. With that, I have my 2 markers here so that I can start getting this set up. And ideally what it's going to be is, this is going to go feed, the combustion centrifuges down that way. Maybe I'll have a sorting system, and as it looks like, I really don't need to worry too far because it's only 4 ores. That's not going to be too hard. So maybe what I'm going to end up doing is just put, some silos there. Do set up so that it's 4 silos, 1 for every ore, and then just basically have combustion centrifuges to handle that. I'll start with 1 for the time being, but then I'll basically have... I wonder if what I should do is separate them. Actually, should I even separate them? That's the question. Like, if I'm gonna have 1 combustion deep miner and that correlates to 1 combustion centrifuge, should I bother having them all shoot to the same system, but basically just go to their own individual one? And that will simplify things, because then the coal one will go straight to, the stacker, and then it'll go straight to the I'm gonna refresh myself real quick. Because then the coal one will go straight to the silo, and then as far as the iron, copper, and silicon one, then I can just basically the sorting system to sort them out. And actually, I think that will work out better if keep them separate, and that makes sense. See, this is kind of like I think that's what makes the deep miner a little bit better. Yeah, I think that will make it better, because then the deep miner is going to be a yeah, I got plenty. No. Put it on. Killed myself already. All right, now I need to go for the gold. Okay. All right, now I need to go for the gold region, which is going to be, let's find my coal, and then basically head north until I hit the gold region. That one is probably going to be the shortest one, to be honest. That one's not going to be so hard to get to. I hope that I'll be able to do that with a single power transmitter, but I think what's going to end up being is it's going to have to be kind of like a transfer relay. Like maybe I transfer up top, since it seems like it's going to be a mountain, I have to go up to transfer the most of the power to it, then go down to transfer more power to that, and then use the gold deep miner as a stepping stone. Ah. Where is it, region? Yeah, it's... And then use that as a, the step bridge to go towards the silver, nickel, lead, and cobalt. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably from here, probably have 2 that go up towards the gold, because it's going to have to be 180 from here. Yeah, straight 180 here. And then, yeah, it's going to be 180 to the gold region. And that looks like it's going to be going up a mountain. Where am I at? What are my numbers here? There's 69 grams, and I believe there was 6 according to the thing. Oh, you know what? I can just... Yeah, there we go. Actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's still got plenty. Yeah, that's actually insane if I really think about it. Like this third one is not even being used at all because this is just not enough. it makes sense. If that's 200 RPM, then only 2 of them are needed. That makes a lot more sense. Like the original math I did was 90 seconds, and I think the devs kind of changed that. All right, perfect. Now I can go north. Yep, it seems like straight 180 from here is up a mountain. So it looks like I will have to put a transmitter up on the mountain. You know, like up here somewhere. To be able to see down there. Did I actually go mining over here? Are you serious? Yeah, this is still coal. Man, this is actually going to be a really annoying build. Alright, so I have to put one up here. Where's the... Wow, that is pretty bad. Okay, so let me... That's 200 meters, so I may have to make a tower up here, you know, up there, and then from there I have to continue going 180 to find the coal region. And quite honestly, I think the problem is the coal region is going to be down this slope. Oops, starting to go off. I believe it's going to be down there. Yeah, it's what it's looking like. It's going to have to be down here. So probably right around here is going to be the gold region. Yep. Now the question is, from here, it looks like I have to keep going straight down, and then it's going to be at the edge. So, ugh. I can no longer see that tower. So I gotta build that tower high enough that it can still reach down here. So okay, you know what? Let's build the gold one over here. So since this is strictly gold, it really honestly, I don't think that orientation matters at all. So let's just build my deep miner over here, and then let's get my locker over here. Come on, Andrew. Alright. My locker over here. This is the gold beacon. And 151, 104. 151, 104. Alright. So I'm gonna build a tower up high to be able to reach hopefully this. So that I'll hopefully be able to power on, you know, this outpost over here and the centrifuge, and that'll work. From here on out, it's just basically keep hitting 180. And I should hopefully... Ugh. Okay, so now I got a problem. I'm gonna have to go down. This is kind of a problem. So from here, it'll have to be keep going over here. And I don't know when it's gonna change. It's probably changed already. No, it hasn't changed yet. Oh boy. Probably it's gonna change over here, yep. I bet. You go 180. this is gonna be a weird set of stepping. This gold region is bigger than I expected. Wait, that's silicon? Oh no. Wait. Oh, that's right there. Okay, so I need to go more. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's silicon. I hit this region. So I need to go 90, more 90. Oh, this is a problem. So that must be the edge right there. Does this mean I need to relocate the gold? Because this is... yeah. I think I might need to relocate the gold. Because I think going this way... Yep, I think that's where the... That's where the, ugh. Okay, that's where it becomes silicon. This is where it becomes cobalt. Yep, this is where it becomes cobalt. Then I gotta keep going 180 from here. And then basically going down is the, yeah, going down the canyon is where it becomes... Yep, where we start going downhill. Silver nickel lead. Oh, actually, hold on. It's cobalt right here. Then it becomes silver nickel lead right here. Hold on, I think I might be able to cheat something here. Okay, so... Now, a deep miner requires terrain underneath it before it can work. It's silver nickel lead over here, but cobalt up here. What I can do to kind of cheat this system a little bit is... Oh. Alright. There we go. Silver nickel lead up here. Then it becomes cobalt right here. I guess what I can do is just dig down a little bit over here. Actually, I can set to flatten. Alright, so Shadow Drake does some weird stuff. Now, what that allows me to do is place this right here. So that is squarely in the... That is squarely in the cobalt. I can dig this out right here. There we go. Let's there. The only reason I'm going a little bit further out here for this is, you know, the combustion deep miner may not like this as much, and so I kind of want to, oh, that's just funny. Making my own cliff here. Alright. Now that I've essentially cheated a ledge for this, I think that squares me away for this. Now it's just a matter of do I want to okay, so what am I looking at here? So this is this. So the coal power plant is 700 meters that way, but my gold is 400 meters that way. I think what I need to do is, yeah. I think what I need to do is put this beacon right here to mark where this node is at. Okay. I need to go pick up the, so this is 59, 496. All right, so from here, $496. Yeah. Let's see here. My coal power plant is 700 meters that way, which means from 360, yeah, it's about 400, right? And according to this, my gold beacon is 104. It's 151, 104. So that means I travel a decent chunk of distance. Because the coal power plant is roughly 360. So that means it is almost purely in the Z. Okay, so I got that squared away. I should have put this one down first. So let's go to the gold and let's move that because I don't want that to be, I want that to be between the coal and the specials. So I need to head towards 345. And then I think what I'm gonna do is create a bunch of station batteries and plan. Hold on. I forgot to check one thing. It was 700 from the coal, right? Yeah, about 700. So that's gonna take at least 3 station batteries, three battery transfer points. Yeah, I definitely got to figure out something because I need some high points for the beacon transmitters. If I don't do that, then I'm going to have a hard time transmitting that power around. And I'm pretty sure right where I'm at is still gold. So I need to find a better middle ground. So that's the challenge right here. The gold is going to be over here somewhere. 62 meters that way. Okay. All right. There it is. All right, so let's go on ahead and reclaim this. Let's go on ahead and reclaim that. Oh, it's angle grinder. All right, so here's the thing. I want the gold beacon, the special beacon. So this is at 110. Full power plant is about 6.8. Yeah. Okay. The specials beacon is around 60. So I traveled too far out. So let's go towards the 60. So let's go 90 degrees this way. Until my X is 60. Okay, travel too far. Reverse. Alright, so right here. So that is roughly 180. Coal power plants. It's roughly 355. So it's still a bit on the weird Z. That's 393 versus 393. Okay, so this is almost the exact middle. So I think this is actually the better place. So right where my flipping rover is at again. Okay, so let's just put you above my rover so that I know where I want this. Alright, so let's do 61. Yeah, okay, so that actually might be a good spot for that. So let's, and this is purely gold. This is the gold. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, no. Okay. The gold region is going to be over here. Okay. So this is going to be the gold region right here. At the border. Alright. This'll work. This'll work. So this is where the gold is going to be at. Good. And that one is going to be 62, 152. Alright, so what it's looking like here is it's 400 meters from that one, so I'm gonna need probably 2 hops, especially since I gotta go high. From here to the special beacon is another 355, so probably another hop. Another 2 hops. And I wish it was daytime so that I could properly track that better. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's like gonna be right there. So probably kind of like a hop in the middle, then down. And as far as the coal power plant, yeah, that's gonna be a weird one. Probably gonna have to get like a middle hop, and then yeah, this is gonna. Oh yeah, I see that right there. So I will need another hop. That's fine. I got it planned. So it looks like from, but I'm gonna plan it from the coal power plant so that I actually have the ability to take notes. All right, so what we've done is I've marked out where I want this stuff to be for the deep miners, and I'm gonna need basically a combustion centrifuge per deep miner. So that means I'm gonna need 5 total. I'll do the piping in such a way that they'll be fed from the same pipe network, but I probably might just do like honestly it doesn't matter if it's insulated pipes or not. I'll just use normal pipes, normal tanks. No reason to use insulated, to be honest. So yeah, that will probably, I'll just have to move that out over there to better align with the yeah, yeah, just move it back to better align with the gold and the specials. Yeah. Because the way that I'm thinking of doing this, especially once they get it in, they get to the point where so what I'm thinking, so it's 1,000 watts for the specials, 500 watts for the coal. That's just to maintain it, and then plus the stackers and the silos is probably going to be the other little bit. So I probably don't even need more than 2.5 kilowatts. So I might be able to get by with one. I could try, but let's just take a look see here. All right, so from here, no, wrong one thing. So from here to gold, it's 432. Ideally, I would need 2 hops, so if I can get a hop in the dead middle, somewhere about 200, 250, then I can hop straight to the gold. Now, from the gold, that's 400 meters minus 700 meters, so that's about 350. I think that could be doable. 350 is where things are going to start to cut it really bad. I still might need a second hop, to be honest, and that's fine. I think I can do a second hop, but I think I could do it with one transmitter up there and then just do hops. So in total, I'm thinking middle, gold, hop, special. So 4 total. Now let's look at the basics. The basics is 650 that way. Uh, I think I can do this in 2 300s, so I could find the spot for. Where's the base? The base is 240. I think I can do this. I may have to do this in 3 hops. One at 300, one at 600, and then at the base. So I'm thinking I need 8 transmitter pairs to be able to go from this outpost all the way out to the other spot. So I think that's actually not bad thinking about it. Eight power transmitters isn't too bad. And this is in preparation for the future for when I want to use combustion deep miners. The necessary power required is going to significantly shorten after that point. All right, so with that, I think I have a plan. Um, I'm probably going to go on ahead and do that offline and link up my stations, to the main one, and those are just going to be active all the time. I don't think I'll have any logic to lower them. So I'm gonna get that squared away because it's gonna take some time. And honestly, I think I've already done that in Vulkan, so I don't particularly see a need. I'll go over it once I get done with it. So let's head back to base so we can check on Shadow Cluck. But with that, I mean, that squares away everything. And like I said, I'm planning on using the rover to be the transport of materials and resources. And I think that'll actually work out well. And I think I'm gonna leave the centrifuging at the outposts because I'm not intending to use rocket mining. So yeah, we're just gonna get the 8 pairs. So I'm gonna need 16 power transmitters and the necessary materials to build them, and just get that all squared away. Yeah. All right, guys. This is gonna be the wrap up point because I actually do want to finish this base. I do want to get to this point. Like, I need to hit 360 days for I need to hit 360 days for well, a full year for Mars, and I kind of want to get those going so that I can start doing other things. So transmitter. Those don't take a lot of resources. Power transmitters. Yeah, that's not too bad. That really is not too bad with what I got. And I just need 16 of them. But I'll start building them and other stuff because I gotta get like a lot of electronic parts for that. Because I think it's
Hunger caution.
power transmitters. It's the transmitter requires 3 electronic parts. The receiver requires 1. So let's see, 8 pairs. 8 times 4 is 24. And actually, thinking about, I don't need to build electronic parts because this rocket is quite literally filled with them. Because remember, I built 15 medium batteries, and that was like 60 electronic parts. So I have all the parts I need. Oh man, I'm actually kind of glad that brought that back now. I was thinking of abandoning it in its space, but now it's actually gonna make things easier for me. Oh, uh, I forgot to grab that. All right, let's feed Shadow Cluck. Shadow Cluck is probably ooh, 2 eggs. Oh, and you have no food. Let's get you food. I think I'm just gonna give Shadow Cluck all of this wheat. I've been giving Shadow Cluck 20 wheat, and it seems like whatever, is going through it. So that's clearly not a good thing. Yeah, that'll be the best. Why are you only giving me 2 tomatoes now? Okay. I need to keep up the sugar production, to be honest. And, oh yeah, that finally became decayed food. Finally. Yeah, I really need to get... I really need to get this whole thing going. The whole atmospherics and everything. It's 10 oil, 20 oil. I need to convert all of this to oil. Alright, so this is just gonna all become oil for... yeah. For this thing. Oh, I misread that. Dang it. Well, oh well, whatever. I need oil. Alright guys, so when we return, it'll probably just be me going over some stuff and probably me actually trying to figure out how I'm going to plan out the different centrifuging and deep miners and stuff. Since I'm going to do the whole power transmitter thing offline. Just gives me some time to kind of come up with more stuff, because I'll be honest, Vulcan has been outpost and deep miner stuff. This playthrough has been kind of trying to figure out what I can do to have a functioning base while kind of stressing my power system a bit. So yeah. Alright, when we get back, hopefully I'll have some deep miner outposts going and operational. Or at least powered, and then I can get them operational, and we can spend some time getting those operational. And thank you for your time. Hope to see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.